Yo, this is your boy Next Up Next, back at it again with another video. and I'm actually here today to first thank you guys for the likes and the views. We appreciate it. Starting off with the road to 500, with the road to 1,000. So let's get it. This video is actually not about 2K at all. Surprise! This game is what it is. I do like the new rec uniforms and stuff, but it is what it is. The season prizes are trash, whatever. But let's talk about the NBA playoffs for a moment. And I'm going to start doing more videos like this because honestly, like I told y'all, I don't like faking topics or faking things just to destroy 2K or not say something positive about 2K. But let's talk about the playoffs. Let's talk about the East, man. Milwaukee is in trouble. Let me tell you now. Bruh, for Giannis to go from hurt, winning the championship, to hurt and missing and losing in the first round, that's pretty damn insane. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Their team is in trouble, and I think they're going to lose. It's a possibility they can come back because they do have the roster and the team to do it, but I'm going to be honest, man. I think Jimmy Butler smelled blood. He smelled blood, man. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. But most importantly, I'm just impressed with the Heat. They could have just gave up after the play-in and the way it went and laid down, but right away they came and punched Milwaukee in the mouth. It was not playing with them. That first game blew them out. Second game still competitive. And then to go home and win both in a row, that's heavy poise right there. That's real poise. Shout out to Jimmy Butler. You know, Bam's playing good defense, even though his offense is always suspect. And then, oh shit, got tetherballed. But Lowry's coming off the bench. It seems to be working for them. And then also just Jimmy Butler, he knows how to turn it on and do the things he needs to do with his team. 56 points is amazing. Like, people need to put respect on Jimmy Butler's name and who he is. I mean, he's a great player to me. I would have loved for him to play with some other guys or stay in Philly. Great player. Always puts winning at the top of the priority list. Very good player. But that series, man, 3-1, I really don't know if Milwaukee can come back. It looks like Miami's going to the second round. And anyways, I know I have that basketball channel, but I think I'm going to go ahead and close that out and make this my main basketball channel as well. So I'm going to delete that soon and take that out of my bio. So this is where I'll post like reaction vids, not reaction to like games at all, but just talk about it and stuff. Because like I told you, I'm a true fan of basketball, not just the video game. But anyways, let's move on to the next series, the Atlanta Celtics series. Look, man, if Atlanta doesn't win another game or doesn't compete, they did an impossible job to me and they won a game against the Celtics. I really didn't expect that. I thought they were going to get swept. It was a good job that they even beat the Heat to get to the 7th seed, but for them to even have gotten a game off the Celtics with the roster that they have, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the Hawks. They're going to have to look to retool. I think the first thing of order of business, I don't know if you guys are a fan of this player, but John Collins got to go in Atlanta. He's got to go. Or he's got to get healthy and rediscover why he was good, because they're not going to go anywhere with him playing like that with that type of contract. They just aren't. And then Clint Capella's great. He's good. I like Onyeka, Sadiq Bey. Their bench is actually not bad. They just need another scorer that can take stuff off the dribble. I don't know if DeAndre Hunter is your answer as a small forward defender. I really don't know, as I do something stupid and go out of bounds. But it is what it is. Anyways, excuse me. Sipping this water, my throat is dry. But anyways, look, listen. So the Celtics series, I think they get rid of them today. They play today, so as soon as I drop this video, they literally are going to play. I think they finish it up and get them out of here and get ready for Philly. And then also, that's going to be a good series. But let's talk about the other first round series. We're not even going to talk about second round because nothing's set. The other series that happened in the first round was Brooklyn Philly. That series coulda went differently. I thought it was gonna be a 6-game, 5-game series, but to be honest, it's not surprising that they got swept because they were kind of overmatched. I know everybody's on the Bridges hype train, but he's gonna have to show that during a whole season where he's already put stuff on tape and he's gonna get scouted now. Like now, it is the things he do. It's gonna be scouted. Like now, okay, he likes to do this. He likes to do that. And I'm not saying he can't. He's not gonna be a good player. No, Mikal Bridges is absolutely a good player. But the important part is, can he lead your franchise? Can he be the face of it? Is he a number one, number two? I think Brooklyn's gonna find out. And with the Ben Simmons series, the Ben Simmons stuff. With Ben Simmons, I personally don't know if he's ever going to be the same player or even remotely a useful player. I mean, you could sign a minimum player to do what he does at this point. I understand he has an injury and all, but the stuff that he brings to the table, he doesn't rebound strong for a guy his size. He's not the elite defender he used to be. Then he's not a good finisher like he used to be. Then he can't shoot. I don't know. I don't know if I need a non-shooting, ball-handling, non-defender big who's not a big, but it's like a wing, but not even a wing. You know, you're just 6'10", and you really don't do anything. You know, and I'm not saying he can't turn it around because he can, but it's not really looking too good. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not looking too good. It's not looking good. But anyways, what to make of Brooklyn's roster? They got too many role players. To me personally, just way too many role players. Way too many role players. What are you doing with, Patty Mills? What are you doing with the Cam? The shooting guard who seems to drop 40 every time he steps on the floor. What are you doing with these guys? Are you re-signing Utah? Is Day'Ron Sharpe going to get some real minutes? The other center, he's coming into his own. And also, what are you doing with Joe Harris? I don't know. Their roster's kind of weird. They need to kind of define things this offseason. Who's the point guard? Who's the shooting guard? Who's the small forward? Who's the power forward? You already know who the center is. He's pretty much locked in, and Mikal Bridges is locked in. To me, is it worth it to re-sign Cameron Johnson? Yes, absolutely. He's a modern-day starting four. Decent defender. Great shooter when he's healthy and on. So I think it's good. I think it's smart for them to keep that going. Like I said, I don't know. And to be honest, man, I'm going back to the Bucks, man. Jay Crowder. Man, bro. That bet you pulled, it was a bad bet, bro. You didn't play the whole season for the Suns. You get traded to Milwaukee. You're not really doing shit there. You're not really defending anybody well. You're getting blown by. You're not playing during the playoffs. I don't know what value you're going to have next year other than like maybe a mid-level taxpayer. Maybe you get $5 million just because of your reputation as a wing. But I don't know. Maybe you re-sign with Miami, in the offseason because of, you're going to be a free agent. So I don't know. But at the end of the day, I just don't know about Milwaukee. I don't know about Brooklyn's roster. It needs to be kind of cleaned up a little bit. That's where I'm at with Philly. Joel Embiid, man, I'm scared for his body. It seems like every time they start going into a good run and, starting to really click and, they're in favorable position to actually go to the finals in the East. They don't have nobody, and I mean nobody to guard him on Boston. Damn. They don't have nobody, and I mean nobody, to guard him on the East. Like, at all. Like, not one player in the East can guard Joel if he puts his mind to it. But I just, if he's not healthy, again, they have no chance. Maybe they can get to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time, with just Harden. But they don't have no chance without him to get to the finals. I do think this series between Boston and Philadelphia is going to be crucial. Because whoever wins that series, to me, I think they go to the finals. So if Philly beats Boston, they go to the finals. Because let's just say, and we're getting into this series, the New York-Cleveland series, it just Cleveland look like they're getting outclassed. Like, they could turn it around and get a 3-1 lead. It's not back in the old school days, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Everybody not LeBron, you know what I'm saying? So, let's just say New York advances to the second round against Miami. These are going to be two defensive teams beating each other's ass. You know what I'm saying? Just really rock them, sock them, because they're both hard-nosed, play a bunch of minutes, defense, non-shooting teams that they literally are the same type of team. So they're going to be whooping on each other's ass. I can easily see that going 7 games. Easily. And then after that, it's pretty much, it's going to be like whoever is beaten and battered out of the New York-Miami series, because they're both hard-nosed. Then what? Man, this dude is always trying to lay the ball up. But whoever coming out of the New York-Miami series, I don't know. I just don't give them a chance to make the finals. I just don't. And even if they do, they're going to be severely, personnel-wise, outmatched against the Western teams. I like Jalen Brunson, but I don't know. What is he doing against guys in the West? Randall got a temper tantrum problem. And in the playoffs, you're not letting him just free roam and do the same shit he was doing during the season, which is very evident. And then also, again, it can't just be Jalen. It really can't. Like, especially in the finals or in the Eastern Conference Finals, it literally just can't be him. Because you can scheme him out of a game easily. And this dude early did. So, anyways, what I'm really trying to say is whoever beats the Philly-Boston matchup, they got a clear path. Not an easy one, because you still got to go win the series. They got a clear runway to the NBA Finals. That's all I wanted to say. Anyways, like I said, I hope Atlanta and Brooklyn make some changes to make their rosters more balanced. That's what I hope. I hope Cleveland understands. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Donovan Mitchell all that. Like, personally, 2 6'1" guards together. I mean, it didn't work in Utah. Why is it going to work in Cleveland? And I don't care if he's 23, 24, 25 years old. You guys are going to be defensive liabilities like he is. And then on top of that, your bigs are just really not that good right now. Like, they can develop, Allen can develop some more cohesion with Mobley. And Mobley definitely needs to get stronger because he's just not there. And then they just don't have a small forward. Isaac Okoro had it the whole season. He managed to get it. But then in the playoffs, his lack of shooting and his true skill is exposed. Like, he can't shoot. He can't get to the rim. The playoffs has exposed him. And then you guys signed Danny Green, and he's kind of washed. And I love Danny Green, don't get me wrong, but you can't have a 36-year-old, 2 torn ACLs in the last 3 years guarding some of the young bucks out here. And it's just not going to work. And then he can't get open. He can't get to the rim, because his knees are literally fucked. So it's just kind of like, who's your starting small forward? My thing with them is they need to go ahead and call Brooklyn. Hey, what's good with your millions of small forwards? Let me get Royce O'Neal. Or let me get, the dude from Dallas. Now it sounds like Flight. That one dude, PCP dude. But, yeah, like, they need to call Brooklyn. A lot of teams are going to be calling Brooklyn because they just got a gluttony of just different random-ass players. I would say they should buy Joe Harris low. Get some spacing, get some shooting for cheap. If they don't want to pay a ton of first-round picks for the defender from Dallas, the small forward that's 6'8", 6'7". But if they do, he's going to be a hot name because I think you should play Bridges at the 3, Cameron Johnson at the 4 on the Nets, the skinny center at the 5, and then I don't know who your 2 or 1 is. I really don't know from that point in Brooklyn. But anyways, let's go to the West Side. Anyways, let's talk about the most entertaining series out of every series, which is the Sacramento and Golden State Warriors. Man, the De'Aaron Fox injury doesn't concern me because John Morant hooping with his injury, so I think he'll be fine. It's just going to be a matter of poise because, look, Sacramento ain't been there yet. Sacramento done already lost 2 games, just like Memphis, and we'll talk about them. Sacramento done already lost 2 games just being stupid and young. Doing young shit, doing dumb shit, like Malik Monk, the same shit he was doing for the Lakers. Just making dumb plays, shit that don't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Malik Monk, he's been hooping, but sometimes his head is not in the game, and you see why he's had the type of career he's had. And then De'Aaron Fox, this series is probably going to teach him a lot about more poise and running a team and getting into your sets and doing those type of things. I do think De'Aaron Fox is having a great series, though. He definitely is. He's having a great series, going toe-to-toe with Steph. None but respect there. Sabonis is getting clamped. He's having a garbage series. He can't score on 6'5" Draymond Green, and he like 7 foot tall. He can't post up. He's not shooting any threes, which is kind of weird to me. Like, maybe that's because his hand is really messed up, so he can't shoot that far. But I don't know about Sabonis. Keegan Murray's young. He's not ready, so I give him a pass. And Harrison Barnes, man, this nigga's still helping out the Warriors, and he not on the Warriors. He said, I owe y'all for being trash, so let me give y'all some games. I'm at the top of the key, wide open, and nobody's passing me the ball. You see this amazing-ass offense? And then he threw it to that guy. Literally, I'm wide open, and he threw it to the other guy. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Sounding like Kevin Samuels. You literally can't make it up. That's why I don't want to talk about 2K, because it's just dudes' IQs are trash. But anyways, this dude got a 3 by his name and can't shoot the ball at all. He's garbage. But anyways, Golden State, I don't believe in them until they win an away game. And they've been close. But until they win an away game, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't believe in them. I don't. Because you got to do that shit on the road against better teams, against better defensive teams. And again, let's say they win, they're going against the Lakers that's been elite defensively for the past 5 months. They've turned it up. So that's where it's just kind of I personally just don't know if they can get past Sacramento. It's going to be a tough battle. They're very evenly matched up offensively and defensively. It just comes down to who's going to make the better plays. Is it the veterans? Is it the young team? Who knows? But anyways, what else? Clippers, Suns. I feel so bad for the Clippers fan base. It just never seems like y'all get a fair shake. Y'all get healthy and see what y'all can do with y'all team. Because honestly, y'all have the best roster. But how many times that has been said the last few years? What it's coming down to is health more than best roster, because what's good of having 10,000 wings when none of them is Kawhi or Paul George? What is the point in that? Now you got to play the 10,000 wings when you just wanted to play those guys. So that's where I'm at. And then also with Phoenix, I think it's a bad sign when both of their guys are playing the second string guys, who are starters, by the way. I'm not going to disapprove Powell or, not Russ, but, just other guys who came over off the bench, Bones and those guys, and Devin Booker playing 45. I see KD played 42, 45. Ayton playing 40. Chris Paul playing 38. You can't, have your guys playing that many minutes for 4 straight games. And they've been doing that just to win. They've been doing that. So that's pretty scary to me. I'm going to be honest with y'all. That's pretty scary. You need to give KD some rest, D Book some rest, Chris Paul some rest. That's what you need to do. But the Clippers and Suns series is pretty much over. Like, I'm not finna rehash all that. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And then the Minnesota Timberwolves in Denver. Anthony Edwards showed I am him. He showed I am him. Bruh. Him doing that snatch back crossover. You know, oh my goodness. Taking Aaron Gordon's soul for the 3 for the dub. Ooh wee. That shit was so beautiful. I watched that shit 3, 4, 5 times. Look, if Anthony Edwards develops any consistent offensive game and overall good facilitation, he's gonna be a nightmare to play against. He's gonna be top 3, top 4, top 5 players in the league, and it won't even be close. And he's reviving the shooting guard spot because it used to just be D Book. Now it's him and D Book, which I appreciate. CJ McCollum sold for New Orleans, so I know he had a messed up hand, but he sold. So let me. I'm not gonna say too much, but also, let's talk. We can talk about the play-in teams real quick. New Orleans really fucked up with the AD trade. They really haven't reaped no benefit from it. Not draft pick wise, not winning wise, not trade wise. Zion's fat, and he loves double cheeseburgers with extra bacon on the side. They haven't reaped any benefit, and they only got one more pick for swap rights next year. They only got one, and the Lakers are going to be good, so that pick's not going to be worth shit. You're going to take the 25th pick or the 22nd pick from them? Go ahead. Like, especially if they win the championship, the Lakers really don't care. And let's talk about that real quick. The Lakers are going to own their pick in the second pick. It's in the second round pick. Second round. I need to expound on that. Second round. But, yeah, with the Minnesota Timberwolves and Denver Nuggets, I expected this to be a sweep, but it's 3-1 because they played inspired. Denver don't lose in Denver to you mid-teams, man. They don't do that. So, I think they get closed out today, too, again. And last but not least. Last but not least, the Suns and the Grizzlies. Oh, man, say it ain't so, Dylan Brooks. You trying to be a civilian when you was a goon? Oh, shit. Look, I like Dylan Brooks. I like that he has an edge and he brings it to the game. I have that in me as well. I don't like talking shit first. I just like backing it up. If you talk to me, I'm going to talk back, but I'm not going to talk first. I never do that. I have too much humility to even waste time talking about a more distinguished character than me. I just talk about LeBron is crazy. No, I don't care if that man 50 in a rocking chair. You can't compare. Stop it. But yeah, that's that series. I just expect 4-1 Lakers win. But also, the Lakers got to go home and handle business for Game 5. They got to go there, stomp them in the mouth, or as on Boondock said, stomp them in the nuts. I'm gonna stomp them in the nuts. They need to go ahead and do some shit to them, and they'll be done. They'll be waiting for their next round opponent from Philly, and it's gonna be great. But anyways, what do you guys think of my takes? What do you guys think of this video? Yeah, usually it's 2K, but nah, today it's just sports, and it's probably gonna be sports for a while, unless I really do have something interesting or a different take on a topic. That's just what it's gonna be. But anyways, thank you for the subs. Road to 500. Well, road to be monetized 1,000. What do you guys think about the NBA playoffs so far? I really do appreciate it. And thank you for everything. And my name is Nick's Up Next.